Welcome back to Echoes of America. Today, we're going to challenge a major assumption about ancient North America, that its civilizations were primitive, scattered, and without sophisticated design. But across the continent, the ruins tell a different story. Monumental architecture, perfect alignments, massive earthworks, and evidence of centralized planning on a vast scale. From Cahokia to Chaco Canyon, from ancient canals in the desert to star-aligned cities in the jungle. This is the lost knowledge of ancient American engineering and urban planning. When people think of ancient cities, they picture Egypt, Mesopotamia, maybe Rome. Rarely does ancient America enter the conversation, but it should. The cities here weren't built of marble or stone, but of earth, timber, and cosmic intent. Thousands of years ago, indigenous engineers designed cities with complex road systems, sophisticated drainage, massive ceremonial centers, and astronomical alignments. And they didn't do it by accident. They did it with intention and knowledge we're only now beginning to understand. Let's start at Cahokia, just outside modern-day St. Louis. Around 1050 AD, Cahokia exploded into a metropolis of 15,000 people, larger than London at the time. At its heart stood Monk's Mound, a massive earthen pyramid rising 100 feet high, covering 14 acres at its base. But Cahokia wasn't just big, it was planned. The city was laid out on a strict north-south axis, roads and plazas aligned with solstices and equinoxes. Houses were built in tight neighborhoods around ceremonial precincts. It had districts, a downtown, even a suburb. And surrounding it all, a wooden stockade over 2 miles long, rebuilt multiple times. Who designed this? What knowledge guided the plan? No blueprints have survived, but the ground still tells the story. In the Four Corners region, another ancient marvel rises. Chaco Canyon. Between 850 and 1150 AD, the ancestral Puebloans built a network of monumental structures here. Great houses like Pueblo Bonito, multi-story complexes with hundreds of rooms, were constructed with astonishing precision. The walls weren't just stacked stone. They were engineered with core and veneer masonry, designed to last centuries. But it gets stranger. The buildings are aligned with lunar standstills, a cycle lasting 18.6 years. Roads radiated out from Chaco in straight lines, sometimes carved through bedrock, stretching for miles with no obvious destination. Some speculate these were ritual pathways. Others believe they were part of a vast communication network. One thing is clear: Chaco wasn't random. It was an engineered landscape of power, ceremony, and celestial meaning. In the American Southwest, the Hohokam civilization mastered the desert. They built over 500 miles of irrigation canals, some up to 85 feet wide, dug by hand with stone tools. These canals allowed crops to flourish in an arid climate, supporting tens of thousands of people for centuries. The terraces of the Inca might get more fame, but the Hohokam knew the desert's flow. In the southeast, mound-building cultures engineered floodplains. In Florida, indigenous peoples dug massive ponds, shell rings, and fish traps, environmental engineering on a scale we still don't fully understand. These were not nomadic bands. They were planners, builders, engineers. Many ancient American cities are invisible to the naked eye. In the Amazon, LiDAR scanning has revealed hundreds of geometric earthworks buried under jungle canopy. Roads, plazas, and pyramidal platforms forming star-like and grid patterns. In the Ohio River Valley, mound complexes such as Newark and Serpent Mound show mathematical precision, aligning with lunar and solar events. The Newark earthworks span over 4 square miles and encode complex astronomical cycles in their layout. How did they track the stars so precisely without telescopes? How did they move thousands of tons of Earth with no wheel, no beasts of burden? The answers may lie in traditions of oral knowledge, passed down like blueprints without paper. Some scholars believe this knowledge came from centuries of observation and trial. Others wonder if the knowledge was passed down from even older civilizations, cultures long forgotten, whose cities now lie beneath forest, soil, or sea. There's even speculation, controversial, yes, that a continent-wide cultural memory guided the design of these sacred cities. Why do so many align with the stars? Why do so many use similar measurements and ratios across thousands of miles? Were these independent inventions or signs of a forgotten science? Ancient American engineering wasn't just practical, it was spiritual. Roads were not only paths, they were lines of power. Cities were not just settlements, they were mirrors of the cosmos. With each mound, each canal, each forgotten road uncovered, we learn more about the brilliance of those who came before us. Their blueprints may be lost, but their vision remains, etched into the land, waiting to be seen. Thanks for joining us. Subscribe for more untold secrets of ancient America, right here on Echoes of America.